Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. And to my devoted subscribers, thank you so much for your continuous support here on YouTube. If you would like to join me on my other platforms such as Patreon, Instagram, or TikTok, please go into my description box where you can find all the links to be directly connected to each platform. All right, so today I'm going to begin by sharing this little pocket guide, The Twin Flame Journey, written by Dr. Lisa L. Levy. Levy? Might be pronouncing that wrong. She will be on my Instagram. We will have it live together sometime in the future, hopefully in January. But what I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with is her description of what she believes about the twin flame journey. I believe the union of twin flames all over our globe will begin this transformation and spark the divine redesign of our beautiful planet. Twins will love unconditionally and so powerfully at first sight, although they may not initially recognize the emotions as love because it comes with no earthly lust, desire, or conditions. So it just feels very familiar, and there is usually a very intense intermediate longing to be and see each other again. The souls will immediately recognize each other. Not all humans will embark on this journey. Not all will be ready in this lifetime, and that is the way it is. Because for those of us who are, hold on tight. This is an incredible journey. If you're interested in purchasing this book, I do believe it's available on Amazon. Let me see. I have something here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we have why are twin flame connections so important? Twin flame connections allow for our energetic higher love and frequency to be admitted to the planet. In this time, we are being called in greater numbers to reconcile, to reconnect with and find our twin. The planet, our beautiful Mother Earth, needs this energy to sustain her, and we as a species need it to overcome the darkness and evil that's suffocating the planet. Twins very much can be like a mirror, showing us our vulnerabilities, our areas that need healing and help, our shadow work. This can be very intimidating. This can be where one or both twins run, where they feel for a moment very human and the ego takes over and avoids the connection. As I stated prior, once the connection is made, nothing can break it. It will come through. It will come together. It can sometimes be hard work, and it can take a lot of healing. This is exactly what the divine wants. This is what the universe commands. This is what Mother Earth is praying for. Once we heal and connect, we emit the highest healing frequency to our planet and allow others to connect and heal. We become enlightened more so than before. We rise above. We become powerful healers of our own human self and for the collective. So this is a little cute book. If you're interested, like I said, I will add her name to the description box in case you want to go back and look at, go to Amazon and purchase her book. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for the divine masculine energy. Okay. It is up to you to decipher if you are the divine masculine energy or the divine feminine energy. You can be a male and be a feminine, divine feminine. You can be a masculine. Sorry, you can be a feminine and be a masculine energy. So, oh, well, okay. We have cards falling out, but just not yet. Sorry about that glare there. Maybe if you can see the shadow of my other stuff. Some of you may have experienced this week some headaches. Could be due to the solar flares. Oh. All right. Let's see if we can let's see if we can get this together today. This is the divine masculine energy. And this divine masculine's energy is a little bit wonky, I can tell you that. There is some kind of, I mean, they're missing something. They could be missing you. We have the Five of Swords energy here. This is talking about arguments. Conflict. So they may be feeling like they've lost, you know, some type of opportunity with the divine feminine. They're thinking about the future and planning. And maybe that's why they're sitting back and not really taking any opportunities to do anything. I do feel like they have their defenses up with the Five of Swords energy here. Energetically, she's coming in reverse, so I'm going to take it. All right. What are the twins going through here today? Wow. I'm feeling a little bit wonky energy from both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Sorry, I'm just trying to get these to line up for you a little bit. There. So that you can see them. Okay, so with the divine masculine, he is thinking about his future. And really, if you look at it, you have the Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So 3, 4, 5, okay? So something is happening in order, but the way that it's happening for the divine masculine is out of order, if that makes sense, okay? So it's not, whatever this person is planning here and thinking about in the future, when they're looking out, you know, and speaking to God, their higher self, thinking about their future, they have a significant way, a significant plan of how they feel things should be working out. And so there's a part of them that feels like their wishes, their planning is not working out, that their ship is, you know, sailed. And because of this, they are over here, you know, kind of bored, in a state of apathy because they kind of feel like their ship has sailed, because they're expecting whatever shift or whatever they're planning to happen, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, in a certain order, in a certain way, and it's causing conflict, internal conflict, inside of them, because they're in their head thinking about how things are not working in the way that they feel that they should be working, or, what they're seeing with their physical eyes is not, it's not how they had perceived in their own mind how things should be working out or playing out for them. So it's almost like they're not seeing that they are missing an opportunity, okay? Because the opportunity is being handed to them in the universe with that squirrel energy. I feel like this person often thinks that they're nuts, okay, especially with the 5 of Swords energy. I think that this person has internal conflict with their thoughts, their thinking patterns, and they're thinking, I'm a little bit nuts here because, squirrels kind of represent, this is nuts. It's okay to be a little bit nuts. So your person here sits and contemplates and overthinks, and they're thinking maybe their plan of what they're thinking about for the future is a little nuts. With that squirrel here, it's also telling me that this opportunity that they might be missing, okay, requires them to take a little bit of a risk, and there's some type of internal conflict about taking this risk, because with the squirrel on top of that tree, it's telling me that this person needs to go out on a limb. So they need to go out on a limb to accept this offer that's being offered to them, instead of thinking that the ship has sailed, because the ship has not sailed. Things are just not going according to this divine masculine's human plan, okay? Because they're looking at everything from a logical perspective. They're not looking, they're not looking at this from an emotional, from their emotional intelligence, from their intuition, from their heart, their gut. They're still trying to make logic and their future planning, their goal setting, the way that they pictured it is not working out precisely that way. Like I said, XYZ, 3, 4, 5. And remember, 3, 4, 5 here in this order is out of order. We have 4, 3, 5. So that's exactly what this masculine's not seeing. That the reason that they feel and believe that this ship has sailed, that their plans are not working out, that their goal setting's not happening, is because of the way that they're looking at it. Okay? That's the way that they're looking at and the approach that they're taking, because there's more of a defensive approach than an accepting approach. They're even turning their back on their own future because they feel like the ship has sailed away. And here they are, the universe is saying, hey, we are handing you this cup, but you're over here thinking that you're nuts, while you really need to go out on a limb and accept this opportunity that we're offering you. Because it's going to set you up for your future, that future that you've been planning for, but you're too busy in your head thinking that your plans aren't working out accordingly because of your lack of vision in the physical realm, because you're holding on to the logic. And then we go into the feminine energy. And here she is. It's interesting because both the masculine and feminine energy are mirroring each other when it comes to the squirrel energy. So you both are in squirrel energy. Both of you may be mirroring back to each other that you both feel like this connection is nuts, that this journey is nuts, or maybe it's you just thinking, God, I am freaking nuts. Okay? And let me tell you, If you are someone who is truly on the twin flame journey, you will experience moments of believing that you're nuts, because everyone else is going to tell you that you're nuts. You'll find that in this book. You know, people are going to believe that you're nuts, especially if you start telling them you have a twin flame and you have this mission on earth to help the world raise their vibration, and you're a light worker. I mean, really, if you tell that to a therapist, you are going to a mental health institution, okay? Now, there are more and more therapists and life coach out there that are actually on the twin flame journey and are integrating spiritual belief systems into their practices. So that's a positive. Here, again, the feminine mirroring. They both have the squirrel. Okay, both of them need to go out on a limb about something. Again, the feminine's been climbing the ladder. She's been doing the work, okay? She's been watering her grass. You can see her grass is really, really green here. You can see that there's mountains, you know, and so she's been climbing those mountains steadily, doing the work, planting the seeds. I feel like the feminine has also been studying and learning a lot about the twin flame journey, trying to figure out, okay, am I nuts? Because most people on the twin flame journey have asked themselves at least 100 times, am I crazy? Also, the divine feminine's been doing a lot of healing, okay? During this healing, you know, we have a lot of sheep here, okay? The twin flames are here not to follow the crowd. They're not sheep, okay? They're not followers. They're leaders. They're trailblazers. They're here to help shift humanity. By embodying what we already are, a source of unconditional love that lies inside of us innately. Through this love, we heal. But with this healing, it's taken a lot for the feminine to heal and for the masculine to heal. But the feminine has really been healing at a cellular level, their cellular memory level as well, layers. They're waking up their records inside of them. And with this King of Wands in reverse, which speaks about leadership, I feel like the feminine energy, yes, many feminines have stepped into an overly masculine leadership skill or energy. And we do need to find a bit more of a balance. But at the same time, the feminine took her leadership role, and her leadership role was to bring back the masculine, to help him come back to balance, help him come back to healing, to help that masculine heal that conflict, that internal conflict that, you know, has been placed upon him for, you know, generation after generation, century after century. Okay? The conflict that's within him innately. There's been a running program through the bloodlines and through our ancestry. Okay, so the feminine is the leader here in that position. She holds that space for the masculine to return home. Okay, the feminine is considered to be the leader of the twin flame journey. And she's no longer going to be a sheep to society and to the social mores. She's really working on that sovereignty. And she doesn't have to do it aggressively, okay? She doesn't have to do it in a way that is forceful. I'll also be releasing some of my Patreon content on Saturday. So this is being dropped on Sunday, but if you missed some of the Patreon content for your personal zodiac, it could possibly be available for you on my Saturday. 999. I love this. Oh, wow. Mastery of self-love has been obtained in preparation for union. I feel that that is very, very feminine energy here. That there has been a mastery of self-love. Let's talk about how all of a sudden in 2020, every single twin flame reader, every single life coach in the whole world, even down to narcissism, because around 2019, narcissism took an all-time high, and it's been an extremely on the rise. And I believe that's because it mimics a lot of the twin flame journey. And what do I mean by it mimics a lot of the twin flame journey? Narcissism, again, is defined by the false mask, the false image, the false persona. What are twin flames here in the physical world trying to help our collective achieve? Authenticity, sovereignty, heart chakra activations, unconditional love. Narcissists do not love unconditionally. They love with condition because they rob people of all their resources. They drain their physical energy. They drain their banks. They, rob people of their mind because they aggressively cause a lot of trauma bonding, cognitive dissonance, Stockholm syndrome with their manipulating tactics. And a lot of these narcissists are, flying under the radar as coverts. A lot of you are actually, probably liking their posts, unknowingly knowing that these people behind the scenes are covert narcissists, okay? Because for a long time, the narcissism was flying over the radar, but all of a sudden, an explosion of 2019 has, come out. There's tons. So there's so much that's really connected. Everything's connected. The labels are connected. Everything's connected, okay? Because there is some level of mimicking of narcissism down the twin flame journey, like the bubble stage, which is the initial beginning stage of the twin flame journey, mimics a lot of the love bombing and idolizing stage when you're in a narcissistic connection. That's why a lot of people have come to the conclusion that they may have not been connected to their twin flame, but they were actually being trauma bonded. Because one of the signs of the idolization and love bombing stage is, very intense chemistry. And what's one of the number one, bubble, the first stage of the twin flame journey? The intense chemistry. So both narcissism and the twin flame journey, with the chemistry of things moving very rapidly at the beginning, and that love bombing slash, twin flame is the bubble stage. So narcissism, it's love bombing, idolization stage number one. And on the twin flame journey, it's the bubble stage. Okay, but they're both very similar. You know, you think that you found the one, things start igniting and moving very quickly. The sexual chemistry is off the charts. There's almost a level of lust behind it. So there's where, again, everything's connected. And this is where the twin flames come together to start teaching each other about their shadows, because narcissism is a shadow. I'm not saying narcissism is just a level of, it's a label. I'm not saying that if you are a twin flame, you're a narcissist, okay? I'm trying to show you how they collide, because everything is connected in some type of way. Wow, I love this. 888 karmic cycles are now coming to a close. Allow all parties to absorb the necessary lessons for growth. Yeah, and I'm going to put that with the masculine. Look at that. We have the 888 energy and the 999 energy. The next energy is the new beginning. So there's a lot of change that has happened within this connection. I love this energy for both parties. I love the mastery, the karmic lessons coming to an end. And maybe this is why your person has had to have so much time to think, you know. These are a little bit hard to, whoop, okay, we're going to take that one. All right. So we have this beautiful image that I'm sharing here with you. And we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Absolutely. So everything, that's why I keep saying everything's connected down to narcissism, because everything is here to help you expand your understanding of life and love. Because is narcissism love? No. And narcissism has a lot of shadows. It has a lot of codependency, okay? Because a narcissist is somebody who becomes obsessed with you during the idolization, love bombing stage. What happens on the twin flame journey when you meet and you're in that bubble stage? You are obsessed with your person, okay? I mean, I have had, over my course of, you know, the last year and a half here on YouTube and on Instagram, so many men believe that they were my twin flame. And some of them are still obsessed with that idea, okay? That's an unhealed person, because I can tell you that those men that believed that I was their twin flame were wrong. Because I had no chemistry, no connection, no comfort level, okay? Some of them energetically were forceful with their energy and the way that they were coming towards me. That's not healthy, guys. When you're doing that, that's not healthy. And that's exactly a trait that a narcissist would do. They would come at you very quickly, you know, telling you that you're the one. Okay, so there's a lot of mimicking here. Only time will tell. Wow, that is a very nice attitude, Divine Feminine. Very, very nice attitude that you have there. And then we have this card. Then I wanted to share this because I feel that this is one of the most important lessons to be gained on the twin flame journey. 1221. Learn to provide your own happiness rather than relying on your twin flame to fulfill you. That's back to that codependency, back to the narcissist, because a narcissist is a muted codependent that needs another person to regulate their emotions. Again, when we first begin the twin flame journey, and we also go through our obsessive stage of chasing and running and all that, there is a part on one side, usually the feminine side, but not always, because I know some men that have felt this way and have been the chasers, that you're chasing because you're relying. You believe that this person is going to supply you with happiness. A narcissist chases someone, their grade A supply, because they believe that they are regulating their emotions as well. So where a narcissist, because this is a disorder, cannot rely on their own happiness. A mentally stable, healthy person understands, I have to rely on myself to regulate my own emotions. And I have to rely on myself to provide this happiness. When you rely on somebody else to provide you happiness, you are in a codependent stage. Only time will tell, Divine Feminines, is such a high level of surrender and self-love mastery. So if you are truly a feminine energy that's in only time will tell, you have surrendered to providing your own happiness, and you have leveled up into that 999 energy, mastery of self-love. And that's some awesome energy. And the masculine energies are, you know, finishing up on that karmic cycle of clearing and healing. We have so many tears. Nothing should be this difficult. Sometimes out of fear, we make things harder than they are or need to be. Absolutely. And we have even ghosts don't really disappear. I think that that's a very important message here. Even ghosts don't really disappear, because there's always this energetic cord between twins, okay? Even if in the perspective from your human eyes, which is the biggest illusion that you will have to navigate through here in the physical world, is navigating through the illusion that you can't see, okay? Or navigating through with your human perspective and being able to understand that you're not going to be able to see everything from that perspective of just what, you know, what your human eyes can see. I think I'm getting all twisted there. And then we have, I'm going to hold you in the energy of the last loving embrace that we had, which I think is beautiful energy to hold that space, that healing space, okay? If you're someone who's not holding loving space for your twin, then they may not be your twin, because you want the best for them. You want them to grow, you want them to evolve, and even if that means that they're with somebody else, okay? All right, let's see what we have here. Whoa, that's what we have here. We have twin flame number 47, which equals 11, kindness. When we accept ourselves and all that we are, our vibration softens and change is felt by all beings. Kindness starts with oneself. How you treat yourself will be understood in how your treat and accept others. How you treat and accept others. I think that there's a typo in here. One of the things that the Divine Feminine has really had to work hard on, and I'm sure that the masculine has to also work on this, but you hear this more from the feminine's perspective here on all of like social media, is self-love and self-care, okay? And softening our vibration and, you know, treating ourselves with kindness, because the feminine energies have been very harsh mentally and emotionally. It's funny because, or interesting now, because, you know, a narcissist, depending on what level they are and what kind of narcissist, there's just not one kind. The coverts tend to abuse emotionally and mentally, and what happens is the person that's being abused, the victim, you know, starts to also tear themselves down, okay? And that's where it begins. And I've been finding that a lot of the feminine energies on the journey beat themselves down, okay? They reject their bodies, okay? So self-image is a huge issue for the feminine energies. They reject their bodies. I'm too fat, I'm too skinny. You know, they have a lot of disorders, whether they're eating disorders, depression, anxiety, autoimmune disease. And this autoimmune disease is found more in women than it is in men. So what happens is the feminines, there's like a rejection that starts happening when they start rejecting themselves emotionally and mentally by belittling themselves and tearing their self-image and their self-esteem down. Their body starts to do the same thing. It mimics their emotions and thoughts, because they haven't accepted themselves for who they truly are, as a beautiful, worthy, loving, deserving individual. And then we have twin flame, the number 13, which is the number of the Divine Feminine, spiraling upwards. From love we came, from love we come, and love shall we return. Connected eternally, we walk a path to a higher learning, guided for our highest good. And the twin flame journey, even if you don't end up physically in reconciliation and physical union, has always been about helping you, your twin flame, and all of humanity, okay, to return, to connect internally, and to help them walk a path to a higher learning, guided from your highest good. So the twin flames are being guided to become the best version of themselves authentically, with integrity, as they work through their shadows, through their heart activations, and learn how to accept themselves, their bodies, everything about themselves. And let's do one more, and then we're going to call it. And this is how you're helping humanity walk home as well. The story, everything begins with you on an individual basis. You got to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. It's none of your business. Honestly. Your business is you. Your business is you taking accountability and responsibility for the individual footprint and legacy, energetic legacy that you're leaving behind for humanity, because you are one piece of the puzzle. But together, we are putting it together piece by piece, individually. And then we have open heart. Our journey of self-love is one of an awakened and open heart, connected with all those of like-mindedness. Feel this power within. Let it fill your heart, as you are never alone, but a thought away. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. Sorry, I know I stuttered a couple of times there, which is pretty normal. But with my Invisalign, it's getting a little bit more of a challenge to speak. So, all right, please be nice to my friend. Who's my friend? You are. Please go. I hope that you'll take the time to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. And thank you to all my subscribers, to everyone that is part of this journey with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting this challenge. And I'll see you next week.